From dazzling diamonds
When he showed me the diamond, I just had to have it.
to an Aston Martin for kids,
I think I'm having more fun.
there's some of the most extravagant gifts to give.
The Icon A5 is a great gift because it's a lightweight aircraft.
Holiday presents for the super rich.
Another gift that we're so excited about is the Deep Flight Personal Submarine.
A trip of a lifetime for whiskey lovers.
It is extraordinary.
Plus the golf clubs that are changing the game.
We make the world's best golf club.
And that's not all.
We continuously search for perfection.
The ultimate holiday gift guide begins right now.
Welcome to the Lap of Luxury Ultimate Holiday Gift Guide. I'm Allison Morris. This holiday, we've teamed up with the Robb Report to show you some of the most unique and fabulous gifts and experiences that money can buy. We begin here at the Lotte New York Palace Hotel with the sparkle that everyone loves to see under the tree. Diamonds.
This is the 32nd year that we've done the Ultimate Gift Guide. Every year I think it can't get bigger or better, and every year somehow we manage to find yet more amazing products and services and experiences. We really look for the pinnacle of design, technique, manufacturing, one-off experiences, really kind of a bucket list of gifts that if anyone were to find this under their tree, if it were able to be put under a tree, it would make their year, not just their day.
So why not begin with the ultimate holiday gift? Diamonds.
That diamond is a fancy, vivid blue-green. It's 1.55 carats, and there may be about 100 stones in the world that are a carat plus fancy vivid blues, fancy vivid blue-greens. But mind you, when you have 100 stones, there are only maybe 20-25 stones that have that kind of clarity.
Arun Bora and his family have been in the jewelry business for years.
I'm an 8th generation. The history goes back to the first recorded history is 1841, and so it's like that curse that you can't get out of.
When a friend showed him this rare blue-green diamond, he couldn't pass it up.
When he showed me the diamond, I just had to have it. It's such a spectacular color.
Bora's jewelry business is called Arunashi, and it's all about unique artistry.
It's a very small, intimate boutique-style business. So we do very limited pieces. We do 70, 80 pieces a year. For me, the creative process of design and the art of craftsmanship has to marry.
With this ring, he set the exquisite stone in 18-karat gold and surrounded it with 8 carats of white diamonds. The design inspired by his young son's obsession with snails.
It's like a nautilus, so it goes around, and we've taken diamond tabizas, which is essentially flat-cut diamonds that are drilled at the top, and we've set them where they sort of envelop the stone, so you see gradually all of these diamonds coming up, and at the end of it is the blue diamond that's set over there.
Price tag, $3.75 million.
It's a spectacular piece.
If that's not enough, Bora also created a matching pair of earrings.
Eventually, I was able to find 3 stones that were close enough, recut a couple of the stones to come to that point where they're all matched. The ring has a fancy vivid blue-green, and the earrings are fancy vivid green-blues. And they're slightly smaller, but the colors are breathtaking.
These green-blue diamond earrings are 2.27 carats combined and cost $6.85 million. Can't bear to separate the earrings from the ring? Take the entire set for $10.6 million.
It has to go to a home that falls in love with it.
Diamonds may be a girl's best friend, but the holidays are really about the kids. For the little boy or girl who has everything, why not a brand new car? Junior Harrington cars are designed for kids. You don't even need a license, but they can really ride. We went out to Autosport Designs on Long Island to check them out and even found a few things there for the grown-ups, too. Looking for something for the little guy in your life this holiday? Group Harrington Junior cars are just the thing.
We sell these junior cars for the little man. The little man who wants his own collection and might want to drive beside Dad. It's actually a 3-speed shifter car.
This junior size Shelby Cobra has an independent wishbone suspension up front and in back, adjustable gas shock absorbers on all 4 wheels, vented disc brakes with Brembo calipers front and rear, and a working horn. The 125cc 4-stroke engine can really cruise.
They can be limited, but they'll go 50, 60 miles per hour, and they're totally docile.
The pedals can even be adjusted, so there's room to take a ride with Dad, too.
I think I'm having more fun.
Not into the racing stripes? They've got a Shelby without them. Looking for something a little different? There's also a mint green Aston Martin. It looks just like the original, but with a much smaller price tag.
About $19,000. It's one of those things that's truly bespoke and for a kid with means.
Autosport Designs in Huntington Station, Long Island, there are toys for kids with means of all ages. They're in the business of restoring and selling vintage, classic, and exotic cars.
We've been lucky enough to have some of the most rare and collectible automobiles the world has to offer. For instance, we have a Ferrari that at one point was burned in the Detroit riots, and that's been rebuilt since. It's one of 4 that were originally made, 250 GT lightweights, and there are 2 that still exist. This is one of them. Its sister car sold for $8.2 million.
Not into cars? They have limited edition motorcycles, too.
Lotus decided to come out with a bespoke motorcycle and build 100 of them. They were all pre-sold, and we're lucky enough to have sold and imported 3 of them.
Price tag?
$140,000.
If you're really looking for something classic for the whole family and you have more than $500,000 to spare, Autosport Designs has just the thing.
Now this is a car.
Yeah, this is the 1934 Aston Martin. It's kids like to call it Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Looks the part.
But if the kids want to get behind the wheel themselves, the Junior Harrington car is hard to beat.
Coming up, raise your glass.
Sanjival.
The once-in-a-lifetime trip for whiskey lovers. Plus,
It feels like a luxury item when you hit it.
the extraordinary golf clubs that help you swing like a pro. The ultimate holiday gift guide will be right back.
Whiskey lovers, have we got the thing for you? Mahesh Patel has a whiskey collection worth more than $6 million, and he wants to share his expertise and connections. Fly with Mahesh on a private jet to Scotland for the ultimate whiskey experience. We sat down with Mahesh at the Rarities Bar at the Lotte New York Palace Hotel to talk about the trip and taste some world-class whiskey.
It is extraordinary.
If you're looking for a lavish experience this holiday, Mahesh Patel has just the thing. The whiskey connoisseur, known for his more than $6 million, 5,000-bottle whiskey collection, wants to take you on a $2.5 million whiskey experience in Scotland.
The whole idea is to basically whisk people off, a group of 5, as the package includes. So someone will be gifted this, and 5 people, including the person who receives the gift, will fly with me on a personal jet to Scotland, UK.
The trip includes private tours, tastings, and whiskey dinners at some of Scotland's most celebrated distilleries: Glenfiddich, Dalmore, Balvenie, and Strathila, home of the 62-gun salute.
You're also going to be able to pick up a cask of a very old whiskey from Glenfarclas, and Glenfarclas is a very old distillery. It's in the 6th generation of the family membership right now, and there's only 3 distilleries left in Scotland that are owned by families right now. So you'll be selecting a cask, and then you'll be decanting this into your custom-made cut crystal decanters that are made by a very famous Scottish family as well. It's the company is called Glencairn Crystal.
Patel is also throwing in 5 high roller tickets to his 4-day Universal Whiskey experience at the Wynn Encore Resort in Las Vegas. Total value, $35,000. Expect an outrageous whiskey expo featuring over 90 top brands and more incredible meals.
We're doing a special dinner at Joe Robuchon's, whiskey paired dinner, so I've been talking to Chef Robuchon. So it'll be an 8-course whiskey dinner.
We can't join Patel for this ultimate experience, so he brought a bottle to us, a mysterious 26-year-old whiskey that he's selling through his Whiskey Concierge Club for nearly $1,000.
So Prometheus is a very unique whiskey, a very rare whiskey. It comes from one of Scotland's most iconic distilleries, but we don't name it. It's the style of a very old style of whiskey that this house became very famous for, and it's a sherry-based whiskey, so it's delicious on its end. But the naming has a lot of significance, so we took the Greek mythological character Prometheus, the same character that came out to the world and did some great things, then it died. This whiskey will be coming out, it's come out to the world, and it's going to die in 4 years.
Patel will sell 1,000 bottles of Prometheus next year at 27, another 1,000 at 28 and 29. Whatever's left will be bottled at year 30, and Prometheus will be gone. And the stock is already dwindling.
Stargival. So when these 1,000 bottles of these are gone, they're gone, and today it's probably 999 left.
Expect the same kind of exclusive tastings when you jet off to Scotland with Patel as your guide.
But we're going to take you to Glenfiddich, Balvenie. We're going to take you to Dalmore, all these different distilleries, and we're going to give you an experience there. So we will bring the whiskey maker out. We will take you on a tour. If we say we want to drink out of this cask, we're going to drink out of that cask. So those are the things that those are the nuances you can't just walk in and do.
From sipping whiskey in Scotland to swinging golf clubs in Scottsdale, Bob Parsons of GoDaddy has created his own line of clubs headquartered in Arizona. Bob says Parsons Extreme golf clubs are better than anything else out there. He wants to send you and some friends to get custom fitted and play a few rounds at Scottsdale National.
We make the world's best golf clubs.
Anna Rawson, pro golfer and now spokesperson for PXG, has played with practically every club out there and says nothing truly stood out. So when billionaire GoDaddy founder Bob Parsons told her he'd created something that would change the game, she was skeptical until she tried them.
I hit the clubs and I was like, wow, like these are amazing. They look so thin, they look like a blade, but then to be as forgiving as a very chunky cavity back type game improvement club, I was just like, you've really done it. There is no one else in that category in the market.
So what's different about Parsons Extreme Golf?
It really is the technology. We have over 90 patents at the company. That and then also using the most expensive materials. It feels like a luxury item when you hit it in comparison to the other clubs.
Just ask Bob himself.
The secret sauce is this here. We injection mold inside a compartment and back of the face. Thermoplastic elastomer is the technical term for it. And what this does is that reinforces the face and it sucks up vibrations and it gives it a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful feel. We created a golf club that looks like a blade, plays like a cavity back, and it has a sweet spot the size of Texas. Nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
This holiday, why not try them out yourself? PXG is offering a 3-day custom experience at Scottsdale National Golf Club in Arizona, starting at $12,500.
There is no other golf experience like this. To be able to have a golf trip with your buddies, go get fitted for the world's best equipment by the world's best fitters, and then play like the most exclusive private club in Arizona. I mean, that's just amazing. It's 2 nights at the Four Seasons, ground transportation. The Four Seasons is 5 minutes away from the golf course. So you get your amazing clubs and you get this amazing golf trip all in one.
Once you swing them, Rawson's convinced you'll be hooked.
There is no going back once you try PXG.
Coming up, did you say submarine?
Another gift that we're so excited about is the Deep Flight Personal Submarine.
We've got the ultimate gifts for the person who has everything.
Still haven't found the right gift for that certain someone who has everything? We have a few more ultimate ideas, from a fabulous fragrance to a private aircraft, even your own submarine.
Chanel No. 5 is arguably the most famous fragrance in the world. The House of Chanel has created this limited edition Chanel No. 5 flask. It's 30.4 ounces in a hand-etched crystal bottle. Only 50 will be made. It's $15,000. What made the Chanel No. 5 fragrance especially famous, in 1952, Life magazine asked Marilyn Monroe, "What do you wear to bed?" And her response was Chanel No. 5 and nothing else.
Need a gift for the adventurer in your life? How about a personal submersible?
Another gift that we're so excited about is the Deep Flight Personal Submarine. It's 16 feet long and it can be attached to a trailer. So it fits 2 people and you can use it in the ocean, in a lake. Basically, it's your toy to take with you on vacation because it's transportable. It's a 2-person submarine. Each side has their own set of controls and it goes as deep as 400 feet and it's $1.5 million.
Not into deep sea diving? Why not take to the skies in your own private plane?
The Icon A5 is a great gift because it's a lightweight aircraft that can take off and land on sea or on land. To be licensed for this lightweight aircraft, it's only 20 hours of training. So that it's really a recreational toy that you can use on weekends and take it with you on vacation. Its wings fold up so that you can put it on the back of a trailer and take it with you. It's such a fun gift. It's $189,000. This was 10 years in development, and they're putting one aside for a Robb Report reader.
No need to get a special license for this next gift, the 50th anniversary Shelby Daytona Cobra Coupe. Price tag, $750,000.
The body of this car is amazing. It's an aluminum, but it's left unpainted. So it's this tubular chassis. It has this vintage feeling with a period wooden steering wheel and an enhanced aluminum lightweight engine.
If cruising around in the Cobra Coupe has left you hungry, don't forget a gift for the cook in your life, the Ultimate Meat of the Month Club.
Rocker Brothers Meat and Provisions is supplying 1 year of aged meats delivered every month. So they're going to age these meats to the specification of the buyer of this gift. In July, you can expect to get thick, prime-aged Angus and Wagyu beef.
Price tag, $60,000.
Coming up,
That first experience at a restaurant of this nature should bring a smile to your face.
a taste of the good life. We take you inside one of the city's most luxurious restaurants. Next.
Holiday shopping is a lot of work. Holiday cooking is too. So why not spoil the foodie in your life with an elegant night out of the kitchen? There's no better place to indulge than Thomas Keller's Per Se here at the Time Warner Center in Columbus Circle.
We want to make sure that we are exemplifying at the very highest level what a great restaurant should be. It is a $300 tasting menu here at Per Se. That is about, a 12-course tasting menu, and it's a commitment. It's a commitment both financially as well as from a time point of view. You're not just going to come pop in and say, I'm going to eat in an hour and a half.
At Per Se, Chef Thomas Keller's 3 Michelin star Manhattan restaurant, the outstanding dining experience isn't just about the food.
That first experience at a restaurant of this nature should bring a smile to your face, and that's exactly what we want to achieve. I mean, I knew immediately this is the spot. This has for me the best view. The 4th floor is really an interesting floor because we're right at the height of the trees in Central Park, so you look right over Central Park, but at the same time you feel like you're part of Central Park.
While the 64 seats here all overlook the park, behind them, Chef Keller's kitchen churns out the magic, which is a little different each day.
The menu changes every day. The whole menu doesn't change every day, but a good portion of it changes every day, and that's really defined by what's available in the markets in our vegetables. So when the guests come, they can be assured that they're going to get the best ingredients and the ones that are most flavorful because they're the ones that are at the height of the season.
Chef's favorites on the menu?
The first one is the little coronet of salmon. You may have seen it. It looks like it resembles an ice cream cone because that's where the inspiration came from. Another one is the oysters and pearls. Again, something that hasn't really changed. It's tweaked a little bit, but it hasn't changed in 20 years. And then finally, the coffee and donuts.
Chef Keller brought us back into his kitchen to share some of his secrets. For starters, a true respect for time.
Underneath every clock in all of our restaurants, whether it's a Bouchon or whether it's ad hoc or whether it's French Laundry or Per Se, we have put the word sense of urgency. If you have a sense of urgency, it allows you to finish the task that you have to do and then take some time to learn what you want to do in the future.
Attention to detail, even when it comes to the lighting, all part of the ultimate dining experience.
The quality of the lighting in our kitchens is the same type of lighting that you have in the dining room. It's brighter in here, but it's the same tonal quality. So when we look at a piece of beef that's medium rare, we see it medium rare in the same way you'll see it medium rare.
In Per Se's kitchen, there are 2 essential elements of cooking.
You think about what cooking is, it's a simple equation. It's about ingredients and skills.
And Chef Keller believes, if not on his level, everyone can cook well in their own home.
Cooking is not really complicated. Cooking is not hard. I know people think cooking is hard, but it's a myth. I'm not sure who started.
You're breaking the myth.
Yeah. Cooking is really one of the easiest things to do. I think people are afraid of fire, and people are afraid of knives. So they're afraid of hurting themselves. You getting as close to the blade as possible.
Which we're all afraid to do.
Well, no, I'm going to hold the knife. Back here, I have very little control over it, but if I'm there, that blade's not really going anywhere in my hand, is it? And then, of course, making it really sharp.
That's essential, right?
It's essential because if you do cut yourself, you'd rather cut yourself with a really, 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 really sharp knife because typically you don't feel it.
Each person in the Per Se kitchen has a very specific and important task, whether it's chopping vegetables or preparing desserts, and there is very little overlap in ingredients.
We have a no repetitive clause, in our kitchens where, if you're a chef de partie and you're using corn and I'm a chef de partie, I can't use corn because corn can only be used one time on the menu.
But they all share one thing.
It really comes down to desire. The desire to succeed trumps everything else. We continuously search for perfection, knowing that we'll never reach perfection, but we'll somehow achieve excellence.
Thanks for joining us for the Laugh of Luxury Ultimate Holiday Gift Guide. Have a great and glamorous holiday and a happy, healthy New Year.